Share, bring your dream to the table. Mama Vega's here helping women feel able. Business, purpose, wellness, and life. We rise together and do what's right. Welcome to Mama Vega's kitchen table, where women gather to grow, build, and rise. One story, one dream, one business at a time. Mama Vega's kitchen table, where women rise and shine.
Okay, today we're actually going to be doing episode 5, which is on self-care. Self-care is not extra, it is the foundation. Self-care is not just candles, baths, and quiet time. It is eating, sleeping, and planning. It is setting boundaries and making room for your own needs. In this episode, we're going to be giving you loving but firm reminder that women must stop treating themselves like leftovers. And now, ladies, what do you have to say about that?
That kind of hurt. Ouch. Leftovers. I have been treating myself like leftovers. And you don't realize it until you hear it. You know, we think that we're going through life and we're doing what we're supposed to do as a woman. Take care of the kids, take care of the house, do this, do that, do this. And then you look around and you don't have your needs. And then you justify it by, oh, well, the kids look nice or the house look nice. And I'm fine because everybody else are fine. Everyone is fine around me, so I'm cool. When really, you're not. You're not. You're not. But I didn't know I was leftovers. I'm just saying, I was treating myself like a leftover. You know what I mean? I didn't, until it's worded like that, it really doesn't resonate. You think that you're doing what a woman is supposed to do. Carry everything, do everything, not think of herself. Right. You know? But then, who wants to be that spaghetti in the back of the doggone refrigerator that's been there for a while? That's what I'm thinking visually.
That is so profound.
That's crazy. Never thought of that way. Now I have to really start doing something for myself. Because I'm not leftovers. I'm fresh bread. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's an interesting concept for me because I actually love leftovers, and I make other meals out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I think about it, I'm more thinking about being a doormat and somebody wiping their feet on you as they come in and just kicking you over or pushing you to the side. So that's the feeling that it gives me, because you can run around and drive all your gas out, and I don't mean your car gas, your physical gas, spending all your energy on everyone else, and at the end of the day, you don't have anything left up for yourself. So, yeah. It's empty.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to. I was going to introduce myself, but I'm going to go right in on it. Bisha, you're not leftovers. You are fresh bread.
Yes.
Every dang day you're fresh bread. And I know what you're talking about. Being a doormat, I felt like that was my life. And that was my calling at one point. And just want to thank you for creating this space so that we can come to this conclusion. Like, I just found that profound, what Bisha said. Made me think about how I'm like leftover fungi popos, which is like a dish in our country, and I'm just like, I'm not fungi popos, I'm a fresh dish. So wow, that I thank you, because we're not that.
Yeah,
we're not that. Hi, I'm Renee. I'm here with Mama Vega and these lovely ladies here, and I'm just thankful to be in this space. And I guess I'm going to start out by saying, no, we're not leftovers. And why this episode is going to be probably profound for me is because self-care is something that I lack. I don't care about myself.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm neurodivergent, and I have, my brain is just wired to not care about myself, and I just don't. So when people look at me and they care about me enough to say, hey, what's going on with you? I actually am shocked. I don't know, like, what's going on? Does it have something in my hair or something? That I don't care about those things for myself. Now my kids, oh, they better be fresh.
Yeah.
Teeth clean, shoes on fleek, everything. I'll give everything for that because they are important enough to make whatever people think of a sacrifice. It's not a sacrifice to me. I just give everything, and that's something I have to learn is to have self-care because why am I going to give everything when I have nothing?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense now to me. Before it did. It meant now is nothing, but now I see value in myself now. I am having a business. I have to have value in myself. I have my friend here who loves me to death and tells me I'm more valuable than anything, and I don't see it. And it makes me sad. It finally makes me sad, I guess. I didn't know how to feel about that. When you said you're not leftovers, I really felt that.
Yes.
No, we're not. So maybe I'm going to leave from this and say, yep, self-care is the best thing to think about because for somebody that never ever thought about that, it's bringing tears to my eyes right now to realize how important it is to fill your cup first before you give to others. Because what am I giving to my kids then?
Yes.
Emptiness? I don't want that. My children are special enough that they don't deserve emptiness from me. So I guess I'm just getting that right now. Sorry.
No, you're
Sorry,
fine.
Kim.
You're fine. You're fine.
You just helped me see that, girl.
And I was thinking as we were talking, when you said doormat, because that's what a lot of people in my life used to tell me. You're a doormat. You fold too easy. You're this. You're that. But I remember watching something, and this woman said, "This is what it looks like when the doormat gets tired of being stepped on. This is what it looks like. Us being here, we're tired of being stepped on, you know." And then also, I realized where I learned to not take care of myself. I am the oldest daughter. I was a latchkey kid. That means that everything that I had to share with my sister and brothers, you know. And then I would take whatever was left over, find a coupon, and get what I want. But there was not one time that I would walk up in that house with some brand new shoes and I not have some for my sister and brother. It would be a problem.
It was impossible.
It would be a problem. Ain't no impossible. Take them back and go get your sister and brother something, you know. And I was the second mama, so that means meals had to be done, and I didn't know that being programmed that way would follow me into my adulthood, to where it's easy for me to accept the bare minimums because I know how to coupon. I know how to stretch $1, but I shouldn't have to. I should have a nest egg of my own. Right. But I wasn't allowed to have a nest egg because I was trained to give mine away and take what you got left over.
Be just good with what you got, even if it was nothing.
I remember one of the adults used to always tell me, if I said, "Well, I want," the first thing they would say is Jesus your shepherd? Is the Lord your shepherd? You already know what's coming after that. Yeah, the Lord is my shepherd. Well, you shall not want. Amen. But that's not how you're supposed to use that.
No.
But that was used as a tool of discipline. Oh, you're not supposed to want. Not you. You can't want. Your sister and your brother need. And I'm gonna need 20% of your check too because I'm paying the man. I still don't know where that man is. If I gotta pay the man, so do you. So I'm like, we were trained. It depends on your dynamics in your siblings. If you have siblings, if you're the oldest girl, you were mama. Period. You couldn't have your own stuff.
No, we couldn't.
You couldn't. Now, if you're the second child is a taker. That middle child, and don't take no responsibilities for anything because big sis gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
The baby boy is just, he do what he want to do.
He'll get everything.
Do what he want to do when he want to do it. Me, if I, like, for example, if I were to ask for change or a loan, I would have to have a contract, but the rest of them don't. But I have to have a contract with interest on mine. See how I was trained to be different than the rest, but in the end, a lot of those skills helped me out because I knew how to deal with the bare minimum. When he got down to the bare minimum, my stuff was looking like porterhouse steak. You know, my plate, my presentation was always bomb because I learned to make do with the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing something different because of the skills that I gained. They are profitable. I didn't know that those skills were profitable until Mama Vega opened my eyes to it. You know, and like she said, I came in here on nutrition. I was supposed to come and get some nutrition, but my mind was so clogged with so much stuff that I couldn't even think. I couldn't put a sentence together, really, you know. But now I'm starting to see different as I move, and I have to be okay with the small steps. I have to be okay with the small stuff.
Can I ask you something? Now, you say you came for nutrition, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, part of nutrition, it means you have to lose some certain things.
Yes.
So when you lost certain things that you found out you didn't need anymore, how did that make you feel?
I had to go through withdrawals.
Yep.
Because I couldn't accept that I couldn't let go. I couldn't let go of my chaos because chaos is familiar to me.
Right.
I slept with chaos. The only way that I can function, most of my decisions were made by chaos.
Right.
So when I had to let go of the chaos, I didn't know what to do. I still don't. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to figure out what to do before I find some chaos.
But I'm thankful that you are, because I'm in that same boat with you.
Yeah.
There's chaos in everything. You know, we all think we got it all buttoned up, but we really don't, because we're running on empty. We don't have nothing else to give.
Yeah.
And so then we just lost. Like, I felt lost.
Yeah.
I met my friend here. She is a realtor, and I am in the realty space now, and I see a whole different outlook for my life. I never thought home ownership was anything at this. I used to call myself a fiend because I didn't think I knew anything good. And I didn't think I had anything to offer anybody. And now, with the right people to say, hey, you know what? You're worthy, girl. Why don't you try this? And now I can actually look at myself and say, hey, I'm in these spaces I never thought I was going to be in. I'm talking to mayors. I'm talking to like CEOs of their own businesses. I'm about to be my own CEO. And I'm like, what? Who the heck are you, girl? Who said you can do that? I did. And then I'm looking at my life. Who said that? It's me that said that. And it gets me to meet people like Mama Vega, like you guys, in the same boat that I'm in. And I'm like, you know what? This is tangible. I can do it. She over here bearing her soul. And I'm so honored to sit here right next to you listening to it, because you're telling the same story that I am. And we're not too different, you and I. Me and you and I, we are no different than each other. We just have to find that thing that's going to fill our cup, which is to take care of ourselves. We got to start somewhere.
The thing is, we have to fill our own cup.
Yes.
We have to fill our own cup and not think that we're filling our cups through duty.
Yes, that part.
By performing.
Yep.
Because we've been performing for years.
Like you said, it's
and
trained.
we're still thirsty for more. And we know that we're meant for more.
Yep. And I know my cup is solid because it's been able to bear so much.
Yes.
So I know you're not a doormat, because for real, you're actually a solid cup. And you just need to remember to wash it out sometime, fill it up with stuff that you want. That's all we got to do. And that's what self-care, I feel like, is.
Yeah.
Taking care of the things you know that will get you to the next phase, because how are you going to try to help anybody? You're not even taking care of yourself. How are you going to do that? It doesn't make sense to me. I'm a pragmatic person. I look at 1, 2, 3, and if it don't equal to the 4 step, what? That's weird to me. I get off kilter. So when you talk about chaos, man, my whole life has been chaos. And I have to learn how to find equilibrium.
Function in it.
Yeah.
It's easy to function in it when that's all you know.
Yeah.
And
when
it's
you
gone,
have to decompress from it, you're like, oh my goodness, what's going on?
Running around.
Like a chicken with a head cut off. I'm like,
don't know what to do. Don't know where to start. And that's when I came running to Miss Vega.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
And then with a lot of the doormat part of my life, It was family. It was family because I loved them so much that I will do anything. I'll show up for everything. I'm there for you. If you need a place to stay, I'm there. They've helped me, you know, on some occasions, but there was always a string attached somewhere.
Isn't it funny how like, and I know you know what I'm talking about, because I have no problem to help people, but it's like the help that I need, then nobody want to help me.
No.
Nobody want to be there to help the same way I would help them, and I have no resentment of it. I just realize it. I'm like, oh, okay, well then maybe I'm not worthy enough of it, and that's where I start to feel like,
Yeah.
Or the issue that I have is not that you're not worthy of it. You don't rely on anybody else. You're not going to ask for help.
Whoa.
You don't want help. You're not going to get help because you already know they're not going to do it. So then that causes an issue of, I don't know how to ask for help because I'm so used to being let down. Why even ask?
Is it a trust thing for you? Like, who do I trust to
I
be
have
able to
trust
help?
issues so bad, and it's like the people closest to you are the ones who let you down.
Yes.
Oh, hey, I need a ride to such and such, or something happened. I'm the first one there. Yeah. I had a person go through something, and I beat the ambulance there.
See?
So, but then when I need something, well,
What had happened was,
and then it's like, wow, you can't even, you don't rely on anybody. So I don't know if that makes you go back into dormant mode because you just don't stop, or
Let's see, that's almost like I can't think of the word right now. I can't think of it right now, but I have that same problem, asking for help. It takes me 2 months to pump myself up to ask for $5.
Yeah.
If
For
I
real.
need gas, the first thing I'm gonna do is look in my backyard to see if I have some cans before I ask anybody.
I'll do anything else
You
but
know,
ask. Yep.
And that right there is a blockage in itself because you should be able to ask people for help. And my problem is not only the rejection or the no, it's more of how would you tell somebody no when they've always been there for you? You know? And see, I'm one of those ragers. I'm a reactor. So I don't take no real, I don't. I'm getting better with it. It doesn't anger me. It used to anger me, and I'm on one. But now it's more like, okay, well, I guess that you weren't who I thought you were, and I back up now.
Right. Right.
I've learned not to react to it, and I learned that that's not on me. That's on them.
Right.
I have to keep telling myself that that's a reflection of them, not me. That's a reflection of them, not me. That's
You still have your need, but you don't have to go and react.
Yes.
Now, I know what you're talking about, that reactor, because things will be like a trigger if I don't get it. And it's not because I'm being insolent or anything. It's just my need is great. And if I was in that situation and I could help you, I would immediately, no question.
No question.
But no one has that for me. And I know that's the frustration. So I don't bother to even ask, because why would I convict somebody at that point to show them that they're not as
why
like
would I be a
my,
burden? Why would I be a burden?
Why would I be a burden? Exactly.
That's what's going through your head is, why would I be a burden?
Yep. I hear two different things here. One thing I hear is like what I was always raised: a closed mouth don't get fed.
Yes.
So if you're needing help and you don't ask, you already have a no. And we don't look at it that way. I didn't ask, but my answer is no because I didn't ask.
But see, this is a trip thing. Is yes, I was raised on a closed mouth don't get fed, but as soon as you ask, you always beg it.
Okay, and that when you're an older sibling, you get that more than anything else.
And you're right. But now what you do is, now that you know that they're going to give you the no because you gave, and you gave unconditionally, now you know who to ask and who not to ask.
Yes.
So now you've just learned a lesson. I can't ask that person. And there's no reciprocity there.
Yes.
If I do for you, you're not going to do for me. So now you know how to just say no.
Yeah.
So now what that's teaching you is how to say no.
Yes.
Whereas before you were constantly saying yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes. But now what it's taught you
is to say no.
Is to say
without
no.
guilt.
Without
Yes.
guilt. That's the whole thing.
That
Saying
ain't
no without guilt. Yeah. So it's like now what we can do is we now know how to, that's a part of self-care, right?
Yes.
Because now that self-care, you just taught yourself, oh, I don't need to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
And you just said it without guilt.
Without guilt.
I don't need to feel bad about saying no, because now, what does Maya Angelou say? When they show you who they are the first time, believe them.
Believe them.
Right?
Believe
And
them.
what we do is we keep going again and again.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
said no, but I'm going to ask again. They said no to this, but I'm going to ask again. I'm going to ask it a different way, and maybe I'll get a different answer. What is that? That's insanity.
Yes, it is.
So you're either going to be insane or you're going to be crazy. One of
Yeah.
those two. If you keep asking them, so what you do is you just learn from the very beginning. And that's what this is about. It's teaching you how when you go, you know, like they said, a closed mouth don't get fed. So I asked, you told me no. I know what category to put you in.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody says yes, but because you know that when you then repay them back, I guarantee you what you're doing is you're giving back more than what you receive, because you want to make sure you're filling their cup even more so.
Yes, yes, yes.
But now, what became a part of your self-care?
None of it.
Exactly. So now what are you going to do moving forward?
I'm going to fill my cup first.
Exactly.
And say no often. And I've been practicing.
Purposefully.
Yeah, I've been practicing. It's been, before I got to Mama Vega, I had already started saying, girl, them folks was all up on me. And at first I was feeling real bad. And now I say no and put my nose up and no.
Good. Because the most important thing, you talk to other people the way you want them to talk to you. So this is a thing that I started to do as a tool. See, I'm about to be a business owner. And I have to talk like I'm in my business already. Every time I talk about IQ Holistic Care, I'm talking about it in the manner of which I'm going to go into a boardroom or a conference call or even dictating an email to somebody to collaborate with me and work with me. So if I talk to people the way unto which like my business is, just talking like it, even if I'm just whimsy and fancy, doing that helps me to realize what I want to capture when people talk to me. Talk to me like that. Yeah. And so when they talk, you start talking like that, you'll start realize people will talk to you in that same manner. And that's hopefully that'll help you to realize, hey, I'm worth how I want people to talk to me.
Yes.
So if I start doing it, then people will start doing it to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had to learn that was okay, because I used to fantasize all the time. Like pretend I was a radio DJ back in the day when you do a tape deck, record a tape. I pretend, hey, WKR3, Renee on the radio, and things like that.
Yeah.
But what I was doing was building myself up to talk, because I was actually not very verbal to people. I was very scared to talk to people. But I would build this little world to talk to myself and talk in a way that I wanted people to talk to me. Nobody told me that I was autistic. That didn't exist back in the day. Yeah. I recently found out that is what I am. Yeah. And so now that I have that information, I give myself levity instead of worrying about why aren't people listening to me. Yeah. It's because I didn't know how to talk. So what did I do back then? I would talk to myself. I would talk to my dad, who's the only one that knew my language, because I'm a genius. I'm actually a genius. And I would talk in quotations and equations, and my dad would like, you know what, you're right, Renee, and would calm me down. But up until now, my dad passed away, I didn't know who to talk to, like how I'm comfortable talking. So I had to adapt all these little colloquial ways of saying, you know, just talking to people. And it became, I felt like I was less of me. Like I'm not me. I want to talk like Einstein. Like I understand formulas and stuff. Until I met my husband, and he himself is a genius, but he's also hood like me. Sorry to say it like that, but we get each other and we talk to each other all the time, because he goes through the same thing that I go through. But he's a black man. He lives in this country like anybody knows, a black man in America. So we go through those issues. Okay, so taking that out the way, we can approach each other on the same level because we're going through the same struggle. When I rise up, so does he. If I fall down, so does he. I never knew what that was about. And being with a partner like that, I never thought I'd get married because in my world, you just don't get married for love. You get married because you want somebody's check or somebody wants to, take care of you because they just want to have a wife. That's what I grew up with. Nothing was done for love. Nobody said, "Oh, I want to be with you because I love you." No, it was a marriage of convenience. Come to this country, then you can go and do your own thing.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be married because of those reasons. You see what I'm saying? So when I found it for myself, found somebody that loved me, and that's my love story with him. If I never took the time to take care of myself and say, "Hey, Renee, what do you want?" I don't think I would have ever found him. Because for real, I was just like, I'm done with guys. I'm done with my ex. He's done. I don't want to deal with anybody. And then this guy comes around. He's my friend. We start out naturally just talking, and then it developed naturally. Only way that could have developed is because for a moment in time, I was not in chaos. You see what I'm saying? I didn't have stability in my life, but I wasn't in chaos. And because of that, we got to blossom. And then when chaotic times happened, we blossomed even more. We stuck together even more. You know what I'm saying? Awesome. And it's not even anything I could make up or tell a story and this is why this happened, or it just is happening. It's still happening. 16 years later, I'm still gonna be with that guy. You see what I'm saying? So self-care is important because if you don't let things go, nothing can grow. It just stays stagnant in you.
If I don't let things go, I will find myself in the bed all day long with crumbs all around me. Cookie crumbs, whatever crumbs, whatever crumbs. I am not playing with you because the reason all of my stress and all of my self-doubt, I always find a food or something to, now I've been celibate, it's food. But when I wasn't celibate,
I know what you mean.
Yes. I took it out on all of them, and I'm not playing. That was my drug of choice. That was my drug of choice. I did not want to be emotionally connected to anybody. So that means, I need you to take care of me real quick. And then I'm going to see you in 2 deuces. And
I've heard sexy bread, so I get it.
So now that I'm celibate, I've been celibate for some years now. The first 2 years was hard because that was when I say I done took them down. So the first 2 years I went through it. And then it helped that one of my ones that's been around for a while, he ended up passing. So I didn't have my dependable to go run to.
Oh man.
And he was my dependable for 20 some odd years.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when he passed, it was like, who am I going to run to? I don't know anybody else. I don't want to just give myself to everybody. I had,
right.
I had my chosens.
I get what you're saying.
But now I had to start thinking of, okay, pH balance is good. I'm good. Everything is good. I don't have all these different souls running in and out of my body and all in my head, driving me crazy. Here I am. The therapist trying to tell me I have personality disorder. No, I had so many personalities. You hear me? And they were depositing their personalities in my aura. So I had to cleanse. I mean, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally.
But that's why it's some time with the celibacy.
And now it's more like I like who I am now.
That's good.
I really like who I'm becoming.
And you put the work in.
It was not easy. It was not easy. And then Once you stop that part as a single woman, when you stop that part of your life, you start getting clarity, because then you start thinking, oh, I'm going crazy because this,
Right.
you know, I don't know what y'all doing out there, but you bringing whatever you got out there
In. Yes.
you know, and I'm taking it on. You know, so once I got that cleared, I started seeing myself different. I didn't feel as dirty, you know, because no matter what was, yeah, because no matter what I was doing, I still felt, I didn't feel clean. I didn't. I didn't feel clean in the inside. I didn't feel clean in my mind. I didn't have no clarity at all. I was reacting to everything and everybody, anything anybody said, I was in their face.
Right.
You know, until, you know, I had to take a step back and realize that my grandchildren are watching me. My granddaughters are watching me, and I do not want that behavior to pass on to them.
I have a vast amount of respect for you, Keisha. I really do.
Thank you.
You have been through a lot, and I see it, and I feel it. Because I'm going through a lot of stuff, maybe not the same way as you, but I understand dedication to getting yourself right. It could be for yourself, which is mainly what it's supposed to be for, right? Self-care. But we all know it's not just for us. It's for our legacy.
Yes.
It's who's behind us, who's looking at us
Yes.
when we coming up.
Yes.
How do we teach them how to self-care themselves? That's why I do it. That's why I know I do it. You know, when I first met Mama Vega, I already knew I was overweight. I'm still overweight. And she kind of calmed me on, but in the kindest way. I still love you for it, but it was a wake-up call. And then we gonna walk from where we was at to a store, and she just booking it faster than me, going like 75 miles in her titties. And I'm like, breathing hard, -2 miles an hour, and I'm like, no, this is not right. I got to get back to my own self. I'm not like that. I have let myself go. I can't continue this. And for real, I've been going to the gym with my friend's daughter. We've been, you know, we haven't been in the past week or so, but we're still on this dedicated path of getting ourselves right. And doing that with somebody is even greater than just doing it by yourself. And then meeting you guys, knowing you guys are on the same journey, man, that's just making me continue. I got to get back. Hey, Dre, we got to get back in the gym. And that's what I'm going to do today, because we have to get back on our self-care. We have to. It's very important. Like Mama Vega making the space for us to talk about it. That right there is self-care. That right there.
It releases all of the stress, because I hold stress. I don't know about you guys, but I hold stress in my body.
I do, in my neck, in my shoulders.
And then you'll see it in patches of my hair being gone, you know, because like my hair is thinning out.
Yeah.
And once this stress relieves, now that I'm speaking on all of this and I'm releasing it, I can see parts of my hair starting to grow back. You know, because I mean, I would go like this and hair just be in my hands, and because of everything, everything that I've been going through. That's why I wear these scarves. One of these days I'm going to take them off and wear my fro, but that's another issue. That's another layer I need to get through. I can only go through so many layers at one time before I go, before I go crazy.
Would you like to add something to Theisha's rawness?
Well, I'm the opposite. I mean, I shell out. So I'm just basically going to a shell and shut everybody out, everything out, and just shut down. That's my only way to cope with that. I push people away. So I'll just go in hiding. You won't see me for a while until I feel okay to come out. Because I can't be doing, get away from me. No, thank you.
See, I'll be out there snatching souls. I was out there snatching souls, girl.
Got him. Well, what I'm going to say to this now is that it's very good as far as how people are giving out their souls here. Not the souls you're talking about.
Yeah.
But the regular souls, when we're talking and expressing and saying what's on our mind and not feeling that we have anything to hide or
Yeah.
or anything in this space. And the thing is you know this is a podcast, so you know there's going to be a lot of people who's going to hear what this is. And the whole point is to tell people the things that's going on so that we can have that self-care.
Yes.
Right. That's what this is all about. And I do appreciate that. And right now what we're going to do is we're going to end up looking at what you guys have started doing is setting up boundaries.
Yes.
Okay, you've been setting up boundaries, and that's our next episode where we're going to be talking about setting those boundaries and what those boundaries are and why. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done here. So we're going to bring this one to a little close here.
Okay.
And so I will do our little outro that we have set up.
Around the table, we plant the seed. Women rise with what they need. Business, courage, wisdom, and grace. Mama Vega holds the space. Thank you for joining Mama Vega's kitchen table, where women gather to grow, build, and rise. Remember, your dream matters. Your voice has power. And your legacy starts with one brave step. Mama Vega's kitchen table, where women rise and shine.